We don't have no more space in our schools. We don't have monies to build any more schools. We don't have any more beds in the hospitals.
Johnson's strong comments came after he was asked whether he thought the Prime Minister's comments were xenophobic. On Monday, Minnis told parliamentarians that in the Bahamas, Bahamians must come first, insisting that Bahamians can no longer be second-class citizens in the country.
So no, he was not being xenophobic. That's what you ought to do. You must say the persons in a humane way, this is how we're going to conduct ourselves.
During his often off-the-cuff speech yesterday, Minnis appealed to the nation's judges to work with his administration to solve the country's immigration issues. In August 2018, Supreme Court Justice Cheryl Grant Thompson handed down an injunction blocking the demolition of shantytown structures. The Minnis administration is trying to have the injunction lifted. Yesterday, Minnis said soon they will build a court next to the Supreme Court. And what do? Leave it alone? Still, Johnson was adamant that the Prime Minister was being patriotic.
I have been called xenophobic. I live on Calvin Road. And why? Because I say, this is how you build? No, that doesn't mean I hate you. It has absolutely nothing to do with hate. It's about building a small, developing country.
While Johnson lamented the burden he says undocumented migrants place on the country's health and education resources, he insisted that there wouldn't be a change in policy preventing them from accessing those services. He says it is all about following the law and protecting the country's borders.
If you can put a box of drugs on a plane, you can put a bomb on the plane. To the extent that someone can come into this country undetected, a terrorist can come in. We invite millions of persons into this country every year. We have an obligation to protect this sovereign and democratic country. And Bahamians should not be afraid to say to anybody in this country that you have an obligation to be loyal, committed, and most certainly if you want to be a Bahamian, you must be patriotic. That is not xenophobic.
Johnson also hinted that he was unsure about his own political future.
I have about 3 more years. Don't know that I will run again. But for these 3 years, I'm going to give it 110%.
Reporting for the Guardian News Network, I'm Jared Higgs.